Good over there? Good. I'd like to call the May 8th Worcester Town Council meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I do not have any announcements. Public comment, Mr. Lewis. You gotta hold, yeah.
Hello. No, I think it's on. Yes? There are numbers here. Okay, I'm here with a question from the Foster Preservation Society. I'm not sure if you know, but at the end of Kate Randall Road, right where it intersects with Central Pike, up on the hill there behind the boulder is the old site of the Pontigansett one-room schoolhouse. And the society would like to put a sign there, similar to the green signs that we have here on the Eddy Building and the jail and the town pond, the police station. We'd like to put a sign over there indicating that that was the location. It is town land, so we wanted to make sure that it was okay with the council before we did so. So if you need to put this on a future agenda for a vote, that would be great. We might want to do one at the site of the Shippey Schoolhouse as well, which is at that triangular intersection of the end of Shippey Schoolhouse Road. I appreciate your consideration. Thank you.
Thank you. Consent agenda?
I make the motion, we accept the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Consent, so no public hearing. I'd like to open the public hearing for, let's see. There it is. Yeah, so you have TriStar DOT.
I'll leave
Tri-State, sorry, I had it open, it's not here.
I'll leave the ad.
Okay.
Notice is hereby given by the Foster Town Council, being the licensing board in said town, that a public hearing will be held on May 8th, 2025 at 6 p.m. at the Benjamin Eddy Building, 6 South Killingley Road, Foster, Rhode Island. Jamie Lind, DBA TriStar DOT, for occupational medical service of 146 Danielson Pike, Foster, Rhode Island, has applied to said council for a business license for the year ending December 31st, 2025.
Hi, thank
Hi.
you for having me. My name is Jamie Lindy. I've been a nurse practitioner for about 25 years with a specialty in occupational medicine. My business is Tri-State DOT. I plan to function out of Dr. Megan Giovanni's chiropractic office on Danielson Pike. Business will be essentially roughly 10 hours per week and function during times when the office is otherwise not in use, therefore not contributing to an increase in traffic or need for any additional resources. Services to be provided include DOT physicals, respirator medical clearance, and fit for duty evaluations. Dr. Giovanni has seen a need and an interest for these services over the years and is happy to have them on board. My hope is to have these services in a convenient location and essentially enhance workplace compliance and public safety. Thank you.
Thank you.
Does the town council have any questions?
Sounds great to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a need.
Another business.
There's definitely a need.
Definitely.
Anyone from the public? Any comments? Okay,
Steve, with that, I'll make a motion to approve the license that Jamie, did you say Lindy or Lind? Lindy has applied for doing business as TriStar DOT at 146 Danielson Pike.
Second.
we have a motion and a second. Any more discussion? Or any discussion? No, none heard? All in favor? Opposed?
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Old business. Rhode Island Resource Recovery. So I don't, this is, there's no action on this because I think I just have to sign it. I don't think there's any action in this though.
The action would be that you're gonna give the yard waste to Coventry. There's yard waste in there that we have to, that we don't use because we don't put our leaves out, so we give that,
Yeah, but I think that was part of the agreement, right?
and we that. Because
I
it
don't-
depends who it goes to, it could go to Coventry, it could go to whoever.
But does it,
Yeah.
that doesn't have to be in here,
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
not.
separate thing with Coventry.
Yeah, I think we have to use that separately. Yeah,
That's a,
well, no, I don't think it's part of this, the yard waste. That they won't take it.
Doesn't say that they won't take it, it's just a description of.
I didn't see it in there.
What they pick up and.
I didn't see it in there.
I didn't see it in there either.
Leaf and yard waste. Of the term, that's page 5,
So I missed it 'cause I went through this.
and that's under disposal fees for other material. You want this?
Page 5.
Oh, he got it.
Yeah.
He
I don't see it,
printed
I
it,
forgot about
okay.
it.
Under-
Then has.
Information. Anyway, page 4. Incentives, compost, unacceptable materials.
Well, it says disposal fee for
Oh, here
other
it is, for
materials.
Agrees to pay.
They also have the leaf and yard waste for borrowing programs, other municipalities. So maybe that's where you look at.
Yeah, I just,
You want me to make a motion, the provision that, yard
Yeah, I
waste
mean-
goes to the town of Coventry?
We did it before, I thought
Yeah,
it was
'cause
a separate,
I don't think we should.
it was a separate agreement with
Yeah, 'cause-
Coventry, I believe.
yeah, because it doesn't say that in here.
So, doesn't-
Joanna, should we do that separately? I think we should do that separately, but.
Lynn Ryder Burgess Road. What is Foster getting out of this? I mean, I'm assuming that because we don't use our waste, we are giving our amount to another town.
Correct.
What is Foster getting?
I think the past agreement was, there wasn't any return to Foster. Is that correct? So that was.
Foster got nothing?
No.
Well, that doesn't seem right. I mean, we should
Yeah.
get something.
Yeah, that was,
I don't know, I
I
think,
believe that was the
I think
past
it's a,
agreements too.
yeah,
That was all the past agreements also, when I went to Coventry.
yeah, I think it's a really insignificant amount when people out here don't usually bag.
It's not something that's just unique to Foster. The resource recovery has the sharing plan so that the state can, you know, certain towns need it more than others.
Mhm.
So it's not just unique to Foster. There are other towns that do this and there's
Yeah.
not reciprocal. You know, you don't get something back, but the attachment 4 talks about the cap sharing policy. So you don't need to vote on it separate
It's in
because
here.
we're giving it to Coventry under the cap sharing.
So it doesn't have to
policy.
say, we don't
No.
have to vote on Coventry, it's just that we're using the cap share program.
And that's part of the contract.
Part of
that's
it, okay, all right. Okay, so. Because we're under agreement, we don't even know if we need an emotion on this, correct?
Just to authorize you.
Just to authorize.
Yeah.
Sign.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I entertain a motion.
Nobody else is talking, okay. I'll make a motion to authorize Council President Steve Plouffe to sign the agreement between Solid Waste and Recycling Services Agreement. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the title of the document. between Rhode Island Resource Recovery Corporation and the town of Foster.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Police station building update, that meeting was pushed back till next week. I believe the 15th. So once that meeting is completed, then we'll be coming back here with the final payment cost of the police station.
So they didn't give us the cost.
They didn't have all the information to provide to us for this last meeting. That's why it was rescheduled.
Told
Yes.
us
Mhm.
the fifth.
I agree.
He was gonna have it on the second. They were gonna give it to us, present it to us on the fifth. We were supposed to have it for tonight's meeting.
Correct.
It's unacceptable. Can't keep pushing it out.
Yep. It'll be on the 22nd, correct.
When is the next council meeting?
22nd. New business, Foster Preservation. They're requesting approval to repair the townhouse roof.
Good evening, John Lewis, Ramtail Road. I'm here on behalf of Foster Preservation Society. As you're all aware, we had written a grant in 2023, the society in conjunction with the planner at the time, to provide Champlin funds to paint the townhouse. And that fell through, not the grant, but the painting project fell through because the painter was injured and the clapboards, repair of the clapboards is going to be too expensive. So the money that we had put aside, that we had in the grant, is actually not enough to do the project. So the society reached out to William Gould, who's actually has worked in the townhouse before. He is an approved contractor to work on historical buildings as far as the state is concerned, to give us an estimate on what could be done, what needs to be done that could be done in that price range. And he came back with a price for putting a new roof on the townhouse. So it includes new shingles to restore the rakes and the molding, weather protection. I have a scope of the project here to share. I'm sorry that I only have one copy, but you can keep that. I have electronic copies. So he is willing to do that. The preservation has the money to do it, but it's not our building. We don't own the building. So we need the permission of the council in order to undertake this project. The society is willing to go forward and enlist Mr. Gould to do this for us. So the agreement would be between the society and Mr. Gould. That avoids any more delay. The grant is already 2 years old and they want it spent. And if the town goes for it, you're going to need to go out to bid, et cetera. That's it's not going to, probably won't be done this summer. So we believe that we can get it done quickly if we have the permission. So a few things have to fall into place. We need the permission of the council. We also need the permission of Champlin Foundation to transition the funds
That's
from
right.
one
That was gonna
project
be my
to
question.
another. It's on their agenda for the 22nd of this month. So we won't be able to do anything until we hear from them as well. And because there is a lien, it's not a lien, an easement on the building from Rhode Island RIHPHC, we have to hire a contractor that they approve of, and we know that Bill Gould is already approved by them. So we've reached out to them and we've told them about the project. So we would just really need to hear back from the three entities, the council, Champlin, and RIHPHC. And if everyone is in agreement and approves, the society will move forward with getting it done as soon as as soon as we receive the approvals. And it's, we have $32,500, and that's more than enough to cover that. There's a little bit of
That's what I was
buffer.
gonna ask. Okay. So that's what you have left.
That's what we have for the grant, 32.5, and his bid came in underneath that.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of leeway, and he assured us it will not go over.
Yeah, not much leeway, but yes.
Yeah. So that's what I'm here for, to get the council's permission or to answer any questions that you might have.
Yeah, me personally, I like the idea.
Yeah.
You know, we got the grant. We should use it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I entertain a motion to allow the preservation to go forward.
I'll make,
So
a
moved.
oh, okay. I was just gonna add fancy stuff with the permissions, all the necessary permissions.
You kind
You got it? Okay.
Second.
Do a second? We have a motion and a second. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That passes.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Mr. Lewis.
It's easy.
Wanna go?
I'll get this. back.
Steve might want it.
All right, nope. Oh, yep. Yeah, yep, definitely. We are not going to go into executive session. We're pushing it off till next meeting. So I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion.
Motion we adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.